we're having a quick conversation on Instagram and YouTube about our upcoming summer school. Let me try to position this so that you can see me. I'm live both on YouTube as well as on Instagram. All right, hello, welcome to our live. But we're live on Instagram. It's a bit more festive on Instagram. Let me try to ensure that we're all set. Oops. Okay. So in a sec, we're going to be live on Instagram. I was live just now, but I ended it. I don't know why. How is everybody doing? Yeah, I think this is it now. Summer school. All right, so we're talking about summer school 2022, and we're about to go live on Instagram. Oops, I removed the title. Summer school 2022. Let's do that. Perfect. So now we're live on YouTube and we're also live on Instagram. Good evening, welcome. Tonight we're having a conversation around summer school 2022, and we're very excited to talk with you tonight about summer school, what summer school has in store for you this year. We want to welcome all those who are joining us on YouTube and those who are joining us on Instagram. Thank you for following and supporting us at Western STEM Academy. It's been an interesting 2 years for us, just in education. We've expanded. We literally started from a summer school program. So, summer school is very near and dear to our hearts because that's literally how we started. We started offering summer school classes. What happened? What did I do to pause this? All right, sorry about that. So we started offering summer school classes at first, and then those summer school classes went into full-time school, and that has been a journey for us from then until now. So summer school is near and dear to our heart. So welcome everyone. We're happy to have you. Tonight we're going to be talking about our summer school, what is in store for our parents and our students, how can persons join, and of course what to expect. So as you know by now, I'm Felisa Ricketts Graham, principal and founder of Western STEM Academy, and we are a full-time virtual school where we provide educational services for students who are, right now we're focusing wholeheartedly on grade 1s to grade 11 students. So grade 1 to grade 11 students we're focusing on right now, right? There is an early childhood department, but we are focusing particularly on the preparatory school and the high school level for the summer school. So we're zooming in on those students who are going to be doing PEP, so from grades 4 to 6, as well as even our high school students who are about to sit CSEC examinations. That is something that's critical to us in terms of exam preparation. So we are going to be talking a bit about summer school. We really believe in education and the power that education has for our students. So right now, what we're doing with our summer school, we are not just focusing on the academic development of students, but we're focusing on the holistic development of students. So for us at Western STEM Academy, social development is a big part of what we do. Hi, Talks with Tia, welcome. It's so good to have you. NAS Children's Center, so good to have you. So we're focusing on the academic and the social development as well as skills development, because we really believe that we cannot just prepare students with academia, but they have to have the requisite skills that are needed for the 21st century. And we're talking about skills such as your computer skills, So your information, your communications technology skills. We're talking about your coding. We're talking about your IT skills. Yes, hey K4L Queen, welcome on YouTube. So we're talking about all those skills, and not only are we focusing on those skills, but the soft skills, communication, problem solving, just being a virtuous person in terms of being empathetic, just having feelings, caring about how your actions impact others. So we're focusing on those skills in terms of the technology, in terms of STEM, in terms of 21st century skills, but we're also focusing a lot on soft skills because that is what sets our students apart when they're ready to transition to college, to high school, to universities, to work, to the world of work, or even to our society. We're all about preparing our students so that they can stand out wherever they go. So our students should be able to represent themselves to the best of their ability. They should know who they are, and they should know what is it that they want in life. So as you know by now, our school, in addition to the core subject areas, career counseling is a part of what we offer. We also offer money management lessons, financial literacy classes. That is something that we've been doing polls right across Jamaica to find out, did you actually do any sort of financial literacy in school? And so far, we have 90% of persons saying no, they didn't do any form of financial literacy. So I want to ask you tonight, were you exposed to financial literacy in terms of, did you learn about money? Did you learn about taxes? Did you learn about, how to start businesses? Did you learn about different taxes that exist? Did you learn about salary? Did you learn about any of those things that are related to money management when you were going to school? Because 90% of persons who we speak to are telling us no, they did not. And that is something that we realize it's detrimental to us as a society if we should continue like that. Because so many of us are graduating from high schools, from primary schools, and when we go into the world of work now, when we leave universities, we're clueless as it relates to finances, right? Too many of us are clueless. We don't know about investments. We don't know about savings. We don't even know the difference between savings and investment. And then what happened is that our society stifles, we struggle because now, instead of having persons who are work ready, we have persons who cannot even find jobs. And when they find jobs, these jobs are not enough to actually, cover their needs, cover their wants. So those are some of the problems that exist right now, some of the bigger problems, right? So we have separated the problems in terms of tier one. We want to ensure that the graduates that we graduate into universities, into the working world, they are ready. They understand what is required of them. They have life skills. But we also want to ensure that when they're in school, they're actually performing to optimum level. Because several students, we realize, consistently struggle and perform very low in subjects such as mathematics, chemistry, physics, all the subjects that you can think of. We have students who continually struggle in those subjects. And it's not because the students are not equipped, in terms of, it's not that they don't know. Our students have the knowledge, but what they lack is the practical approach. So what are we doing at Western STEM Academy to really stem that? Right now, we are ensuring that all lessons that students will learn, all classes that students take, they can relate to real life. So we want our students to to relate all the subject matter, all the content that they actually get at Western STEM Academy. We want them to be able to effectively relate that to real life, because it makes no sense. Why is this one pausing? Yeah. It makes no sense for us to be teaching our students, and when they graduate or when they move on, they're like, how does this relate to real life? Too many times we hear that, right? Have you ever asked yourself that question in terms of, how is this relating to real life? Like, why do I need to learn this? Seriously. Like, especially math. Some persons will say they never use the things that they learn in algebra in real life. These are problems that we have, and we have to put solutions in place. And that is why we have things such as the STEM teaching and learning method. Somebody said, I love school. Hey, T1 Trey, it's good to have you, and we're happy to know that you love school. That is what we want. We want all our students to say that I love school, you know, because education is not something that you only go to school to get. Learning is a continuous process where we're constantly learning. We want to create lifelong learners. And if we don't love the habit of learning from a very young age, can you imagine what will happen as we get older? Seriously. Right? So we want to ensure that our students love learning. And right now, our students have been really enjoying the learning process. Our teachers have been enjoying the learning process. And so too our parents. They have been enjoying the learning process. And we're seeing that enjoyment actually translating to success, academic success so far, where we have students who usually perform at the 50%, 60% level, and we now have these students performing at 80s and the 90s. That is where our students consistently perform. We have struggling students who are getting below 50s, and when they come to Western STEM Academy, they're performing in the 80s range. And that's because of the approach that our teachers take to learning, where our teachers understand that you're not just teaching a curriculum, you're teaching a life, you're teaching a child, and that child has knowledge, right? So our children are not empty slates. What we do, we use the knowledge that they have already and we build on it. So you see their talents. It's so important to know what your child is good at. So I'm going to ask the parents who are on, what is it that your child is really, really good at? It's so important to know what your child is passionate about, the things that your child loves to do. And it's as a result of these things that you're going to put together and you're going to create a learning plan. So that's what we do. Every child that comes to us get an assessment at the beginning of school, and then that assessment influences the learning plan. And we incorporate the STEM, which is your science, your technology, your engineering, and your mathematics based learning into these plans. So what happened is that all the lessons are going to be hands-on, they're going to be exciting, and they're going to be real life. Right? So how is everybody doing? Who is on now? Welcome. I want to really welcome you. We're talking about summer school, but I was just giving a little overview of how things have been at Western STEM Academy. And just to say thank you so much for your service. Thank you so much for your commitment. Thank you so much for your time, your support. It really, really means the world to us at Western STEM. We want to know if you're a parent, you're a teacher, or you're a student. You can definitely go ahead and type in the chat and let us know where you fall. Right? We are excited to have you. We love, interacting with our community at Western STEM Academy, because we really believe that education is the key to success. We're not about the cliche that education is this, education is that. Education is just life. It is life itself. It's not even the preparation for life. It is life itself. It helps us to understand life. It helps us to appreciate life, and it helps us to create a better future for our children. And that is what we want. We want to be able to create that future for our children where they can be successful, right? We want to create that life for our students where they understand that they all have a purpose. They're not just, they weren't just born into this world to exist, but we ensure that our students understand that they have an innate purpose, that they're the only ones who can actually fulfill that purpose. And once we start doing that, we realize that the self-esteem of our students, it increases. Hey Kim from KW Translations, how are you doing? Right? So these are some of the things that we do. And in terms of our summer school, because that's what we're here to talk about, summer school is going to be from the 11th to the 29th of July. Yes, the 11th to the 29th of July. What we're going to be focusing on, we're focusing on academic development, we're focusing on social development, we're also going to be focusing on skills development. So once your child comes to summer school, they will learn things such as coding, they'll learn different scientific experiments such as how to make their own ice cream, their own yogurt, their own wines, a lot of things they're going to be learning. It's going to be interactive. It's going to be exciting. It promises to be really amazing. You know, it's not just for students who are in Jamaica, but it's open to students regardless of your location, because it's going to be online. Your child will be able to interact with persons in different culture. They will learn different languages. So it's all about skills development, academic development, and social development. So that's the 11th to the 29th. Registration will be open on Monday, where you will see the link to register, but you can join the wait list. Usually our summer school is fully booked, sold out, right? Last year it was fully booked, where we had to be telling parents that we want them to come next year, because our summer school is one like no other. It's interactive, it's high energy. They're not just learning math, English, social studies, science, but they're learning yogurt making, ice cream making. They're learning about robotics. They're learning about engineering. They're learning artificial intelligence. They're learning coding. They're learning all these 21st century skills. They're learning website development. They're learning how to create their own apps. Mark Zuckerberg created Facebook at 19 years old, at school, university, right? So we are creating students who can actually use technology, use science to be innovative, to change the world. We're not just creating average students. So if you want your child to not just be another student, but to stand out, to actually have, somebody said something on YouTube, if you want your child to actually be prepared for the next grade level, where if they're going into grade 5, they just recap grade 4 and they're fully ready for grade 5, they're getting a step ahead of the game. That is what we want. So when they go into grade 5, no struggle, they're just going through smoothly, because they would have already gotten exposure to what is expected for them to do in grade 5. So if you want to put your child one step ahead, then I promise you that this summer school is for you. We don't have a lot of spaces. The cost of the summer school is $250 per child, right? We don't have a lot of spaces, so we're encouraging you to register now. That's for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And we're helping students preparing for PEP, as well as students preparing for CSEC examinations. We need to get our children ahead. We cannot wait until the last minute, and we cannot just have them home just doing nothing. And don't worry that you're going to say that, ooh, what's that? Don't worry to say that. Don't worry and say that, oh my gosh, my child was in school all school year, they need a break. Yes, they're going to get a break. They will get 1 week break at the first week of July. We're going to start on the 11th of July, and what's going to happen is that the program is going to be exciting. It won't even feel like work. It will be something that they love. Generally, when we have summer school and our students come to summer school, they tell us that, guess what, they don't want it to end. Last year when we had it, they didn't want it to end any at all. Our parents begged us to continue to August, but we wanted them to really get that break. So we said, you know what, no, no summer school in August, just July. So somebody said most want it, but not all can afford it. If affordability is a challenge, send us a message. Let us help you to get a scholarship. These are things that we do at Western STEM because we really want your child to get this. Right? So send us a message if affordability is the challenge, because we do not want, because of financial resources, we hold our children back. Because as I always tell you, that I'm a testament of the kind support of others, because my parents didn't have it. My father died pretty early. My mother had a mental illness, and it was really the kindness of my teachers that kept me going through, right? So it was really the kindness of my teachers that literally kept me going through school. So I do not want any child to be disadvantaged because of financial resources. So if financial resources are the challenge, you just send us a message, right? Let us help you help your child, right? And this is something that we're working on for full-time school. Registration is open for that. We're working on getting a few scholarships to help students to fund their education through school. We're also working to help our students who are matriculating to university to be given scholarships to go to top universities locally and internationally, because we don't believe that a lack of financial resources should hold our students back. No, our children deserve the best, and as parents we have to give them the best that we can. So I know that some parents are really struggling to make ends meet for your child, and you opt out of things like this because you really cannot afford it. But I'm telling you that, ask a family member for help. Talk to us and let us see how best we can help you, because we really want your child to get this. This is something that will really prepare them. This will something that will refine them. This is something that will ensure that when they reach September, they are more than ready for the grade that they're going to go in. Some of you, when you look at your children's reports, you're not happy. You know that your child can do better. You want the extra classes for your child, but because of the financial resources, you're not able to go through with that. We're saying goodbye to that. And as parents, we're going to get comfortable asking for the help that we need for our children. So send me a message, parents, if you want to register for our summer school. Let us help you. There are several students who are going to universities for free because they had the opportunities to get scholarship. I went to university, I didn't pay $1, paid $0, got my degree. I went to high school, like my parents, well, my grandmother, I lived with my grandmother at the time, couldn't afford it. And when I was in high school, I involved myself in several things, and that's how I was able to get my tuition paid for high school and then for college. So I don't want any of us parents to say that we're not going to give our children the best because we can't afford it. We can. There are opportunities out there for us to get funding for our children. If you agree with me, I want you to type yes in the chat. Yes, I'm going to make that difference for my child. Because we don't know, we're holding our children back when we don't give them bits. Because there are other parents who, yes, we're not comparing, but it's being done, which means it's possible. So all we have to do is to be creative, right? So just send us a message. If you can only come for 1 week, trust me, we understand. Right? So registration is open tomorrow for the summer camp. Well, the summer school. It's going to be for 3 weeks. It's going to be virtual. You can attend from any location. I don't think there's anything that I missed. If you have any questions, let me know. Do we have questions about the summer school? Is there anything that you want to know, whether on YouTube or on Instagram, that I did not answer? The cost, as I mentioned, is $250 for the 3-week duration, right? And it's open for students 6 to 18 years old. So that's from grade 1 to grade 11. $250 US for the summer school for the 3 weeks. So that covers all 3 weeks. Send me a message. Blessing McLean, send me a message after and let's discuss. Registration open tomorrow. For parents who are registering more than one child, you know you'll get a discount, or we'll give you at a special rate, right? So we're definitely looking forward to having you. We can't wait. It's going to be exciting. Trust me, they're going to love it, and you will see that difference in your children's performance. Students who came to our summer school last year, their last report before summer, we had some students still getting in the 60s. And when school resumed that first term, when they're in a higher grade, those students' grades rose to about 85%. I remember one student, he was at 60 and the parent wasn't pleased at all. So they sent the child to grade 4 to summer school, and when that child went over to grade 4, that child was at 85% for first term. So from grade 3 they were struggling, and grade 4 the grades improved. The teachers were like, whoa, what happened? But that was a testament of the impact and the work that we put in for summer school, right? So there is help for your child. And when you give your child these opportunities where their grades can improve, you're setting them up to get scholarships. When you have a child that is performing at optimum level, they can get scholarships to go into universities, to go into high schools, right? So you want to give your child the best at all time. I know it's rough on some parents, but you know, it's a sacrifice we have to make because we really want to give our babies our best. All right, so let's work with you. Send us a message. Visit our website at westernstemacademy.com. Registration is also open for September 2022. You know, you can enroll your child with us from grade 1 to grade 11, whether prep school or high school. Allow us to give your child excellent educational services where they're learning all core subject areas from math to English to chemistry to physics to biology, social studies, science, information technology, all the subjects that you can think about, coupled with STEM, which is your experiments, your science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, as well as financial literacy and career counseling. These are subjects offered only at Western STEM Academy. And September, we are launching entrepreneurship as a subject. Yay! Are you excited? So our students will be learning entrepreneurship as a subject from as grade 4. So we're starting our grade 4 with entrepreneurship next year, you know. So we really want to give our children the best, and we can only do so with your help. So of course, as usual, thank you for your support. Thank you for tuning in. We are Western STEM Academy. We're an international virtual school. We serve students in Jamaica, Bahamas, Cayman Islands, United States of America, with online educational services from the comfort of your home. Classes are held daily on Zoom from 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. for, well, it's 2 p.m. for prep school students, and 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Well, 3:30 these days. From 8:30 to 3:30 for high school students online, right? So all the classes are held online. We have one central platform that the students come on to. And when they come on classes, they meet with their teachers live, just as how you and I are meeting live now, except they're able to talk and their teachers can hear them. So I can't hear what you're saying now. I'm sorry. But if you were on our platform, we could be hearing you, you could be hearing us, we could be seeing each other, could be having a live discussion, you know. And trust me, they love it. They love it. So thank you so much, parents who have been working with us at Western STEM Academy. We provide for close to 40 students right now, and we would love to have you for our summer school that's happening July 11 to 29. We're keeping the numbers small, of course, small class sizes for optimum results. So we're not the school that you're going to have 50 students to a class. Our maximum number is 10 because we want optimum results. So thank you so much. Any questions, just send us a message. Call us at 876-886-3859. 876-886-3859, or email us at westernstemacademy2020 at gmail.com. That's Western STEM Academy 2020 at gmail.com, or on Instagram at Western STEM _Academy. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you soon.